Hey, Isa here. In this video, I'm gonna show you the common mistakes people are making when they're doing core exercise. And I'm gonna teach you how to fix those so you can get your results doing half of the work, okay? Let's go. But in order to get better results doing half of the work, you're gonna have to focus on quality over quantity, okay? So there's two golden rules when we talk about this. Number one is you have to focus on your mechanics. You have to activate the proper muscles that you're trying to work. Second one is the breathing. I'm gonna teach you how to proper breathe during the core exercise, and you're gonna use the same breathing when you're doing the other exercise. Let me show you really quick how to do the breathing, okay? So I want you to take a look at this. When I inhale through my nose, my ribs goes up, right? When I exhale, my belly goes up, ribs go up. When I exhale through my mouth, look what happened. Ribs going down. Inhale, exhale. And notice the difference. You can't see my abs here, but when I exhale, big exhale breath, like you're blowing candles or you're blowing like a balloon, look the difference, okay? So now, this is the posture that you need to do when doing core exercise. Ribs down, light posterior tilt, okay? A light posterior tilt and ribs down. Now my rib cage is on top of my hip. So that is the golden rule number one. Let's go to the plank, okay? Plank is such a common exercise that I see a lot of people do. Great exercise when you're doing correctly. So the first mistakes that I see when people doing plank, they just come over here. Actually, they don't even start from the bottom, right? They go here and they're like, okay, this. Or the butt's too high. I can seriously stay here for 6 minutes. When people tell me they do 6-minute plank, I'm like, that most likely it. Or this. Butt is too high and belly's too low. And I can definitely feel my lower back. So if you feel your lower back when you're doing this, it's probably it. Look the difference when we fix the little tiny mechanics on the plank. Elbow directly under your shoulder, hands on the ground, toes on the ground. We always start the plank from the bottom. We pretty much start all the exercise from the bottom. Why? Because now, most likely I can't mess it up. See? So now instead of sticking my butt out, I'm bringing my butt in. I'm doing the same thing I was doing with the breathing. Remember? Rib cage down. Look at the difference. Now, not only you probably can see my abs a little bit more, I'm already shaking just by doing this. So I'm squeezing my glutes. You can even get something put between your legs to make more tension. You will feel this one. Now, the last thing you need to do, get your elbows and press towards your toes. I could not even talk. Okay, when you do this, you are going to feel your abs on fire, because that's what we want. We want target to abs. We don't want the lower back come for the rescue. We don't want the glutes come for the rescue. We want target the core, the front part of your core. Okay, great. Second exercise that I see a lot of people getting a little bit wrong is the leg lower. Check this out. A lot of people just lay down or go on the bench, right? Grab here and just start, whoo, whoo. I can seriously do this all day because I am telling you, my abs are barely working. Look the difference when I do, again, that posterior tilt, bring the rib cage down. So now I am exhaling on the way down. And this is it. See? I can only go through here. That's why I really like to use one leg at a time. Because look what happened when I use one leg at a time. Okay? Rib cage down. Look at our roof. And I'm going to exhale when I lower one of my leg. So leg completely up. Tension on the quads. Tension on the toes. My toes are not pointing like that. They're pointing towards me. And rib cage down. Now look at this. See the difference? My rib cage are down. and my back did not flat like this. My chest didn't flat, my back didn't come up the ground. So back on the ground, let both legs up, toes towards you, chin, almost a double chin. Now I have a straight line from my tailbone to my head. Rib cage down. Rib cage down. Rib cage down. See the difference? I did not move my lower back at all. And that's how I can actually target the lower part of my body, the lower part of my abs. Instead of doing 2 legs, do 1 leg at a time, and the rib cage down, focus on the breathing, focus on targeting that specific muscle. The next exercise that we're gonna do is the shoulder tap. So the shoulder taps is that like a real core exercise? No, it is a real core exercise when you get the correct form. So check this out. I see this so much when people come over here and just do this. Like I said, I can stay here for a long time. Now, I know that you already caught me rocking, and that's one of the secrets. But remember when I mentioned 2 golden rules, breathing and proper mechanics? Check this out. If I'm over here, first thing I'm going to do is shift my body forward. See the difference when I was here? Here, my shoulder was not directly under my wrist, and that's what I want to be. So I'm shifting my body forward. And how you do this? You literally just move your toes like this. Okay, now I'm screwing my hand on the ground. Okay, so notice that my elbow, instead of going out, they come in a little bit. Just by doing this and just by pushing myself, I'm already shaking. And last but not least, tuck that butt in. Why? Because we want the straight line hips on the rib cage. So now when I'm screwing, legs gonna go a little bit apart. And now the game here is, can I touch my opposite shoulders without rocking my bottom? Anti-rotation exercise. So notice my hip is not moving. Okay, I'm gonna do like this so you can see better. So forward, screw. Isa, this is too hard. I have to shift my body a little bit right and left. Okay, I got you. Just get your legs and open up a little bit more. Okay, still through the hand, still get the glutes. Okay, and when you feel more comfortable, bring the leg closer together. Closer the leg, harder it's gonna be. So when my legs are here, the game is don't let your hips rotate. Tap without moving the hips. Isa, what about the crunch? I get that a lot. I am not a big fan of the crunch. Not the biggest fan of crunch, but I'm here as a trainer and I wanna teach you. If you decide to do the crunch, I'll teach you the right way. But this is important. In my programs, in my method, I don't use the crunch. And you know what? I'll make a video explaining why I don't use the crunch. But for now, if you'd like to use the crunch, I'm okay with you using the crunch. But let me show you how people normally do this. I see people doing crunches like this. And they're like, I can do 100. I'm like, yeah, me too. Because again, the last place that I'm feeling is my abs. Okay? 1, don't put your hands here. Because when you put your hands here, when you get tired, most likely you're gonna pull your neck. If you wanna put your hands here, put them over here. Just like put that cue over here. Now, what did I say about the 2 golden rules? Rib cage down, okay? And now I have posterior tilt, straight line. Now look the difference when I do this. Stretch my abs, close my abs. Stretch my legs, close my abs. Hi, Carlos. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Okay? So look the difference. I'm keeping the tension here, and now I'm stretching back, bring it back and squeeze. Stretching back, bring it back and squeeze. Bring it back and squeeze. See the difference? I'm keeping the tension the whole, this is actually hurting. I'm keeping the tension here compared to just when I'm lose completely the tension. So if my ribs goes up, okay, I lose the tension. So try to do the crunch with the ribs standing tight. I really hope this video helps you, but there's one more little thing that I need to do. I need to remind you that you cannot spot reduce fat. You can do 1,000 different exercises for your core, and you're not gonna spot that little fat. What you're gonna do is you combine, when you combine a proper nutrition for fat loss and proper training, that's when you start seeing the fat going down. And that's when you start seeing your muscles popping out. But it's a combination of the two. Calorie deficit, okay? You eating less than you're burning, and exercise that focus on strengthening your muscles. I hope this video helps you. Send this video to that friend that keeps doing 8,000 exercises for your core every single day and complaining that the belly doesn't disappear. Send this video to her, and I'll see you later.